Oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh no, you've got me this time. I'm done for. No, seriously, this time I'm definitely dead. I'm serious. Guys, I'm totally gonna die this time, I swear. The last 10 seconds of footage you've just witnessed is playing Ekko in a nutshell. That's the video. I'll see you guys later. So, thank you for watching this Why I Hate. As always, please leave your likes. Pick up your Why I Hate My Life t-shirts on my Spreadshirt and, wait, what? Wait, we've got to make it 10 minutes? Why? What? The revenue? How much? Fuck, okay, right. Alright, hold on. Right, start the recording over again. Right. Wait, what do you mean we're still rolling? Wait, cut the recording. Wait, what are you doing? Wait, what the stop hitting me! Fuck, stop! Hey guys, it's Ross with a black eye here to talk to you about Ekko today. Ekko is a champion that I have always gotten suggestions to make a video on. And you know what, I can see why. Between the fact that he can go full AP and do 1 billion damage, he can build tanky and do 1 billion damage, or just the simple fact that his ultimate is so mind-numbingly frustrating to play against, alongside the fact that it has a minuscule cooldown. Ekko is easily one of the most frustrating characters to play against in League of Legends, where even though you could play absolutely everything in a fight completely perfectly, you hit every single one of your spells and you ignite him to finish him off, even if he has at least 1 HP, he can completely nullify and ruin all of that effort by pressing a single button, leaving you with no spells, no summoners, and a dwindling will to continue existing on this horrible planet that we found ourselves on. Stuns, slows, gap closers, sustain, and burst damage. Ekko has everything and fails it not a whole lot, aside from the fact that he's melee and you can keep him at bay if you're a ranged character. All he has to do is get close enough to attack one single time and you're going to be paying for it. The price of that mistake being about half your HP. So what does exactly Ekko have in his arsenal that has made so many of you comment on this series begging me to make a Why I Hate on him? Well, his passive is Z-Drive Resonance, an ability that came around the time Riot had a complete hard-on for champions with abilities that had to hit 3 times before they actually did something cool. Similar to Vayne, basic attacks and abilities that Ekko hits onto enemy champions apply a stack. At 3 stacks, they are consumed, dealing up to 140 magic damage to the enemy champion, along with its massively ridiculous 80% AP ratio, which can happen every 5 seconds. So, any extended skirmishes with this guy is going to end up similarly to how putting a dick into an electric pencil sharpener would. Consider the fact that a Lich Bane is pretty standard on Ekko. Now also consider how squishy you're likely to be if you're in mid lane. You put those two together and it's a recipe for one-shotting basically anyone on the other team that isn't a tank. For real, you pop out of a bush that someone's not prepared for and you can basically pop an AD carry in a split second and then disappear into the night to buy cigarettes, never to be seen again. Happy Father's Day last week, by the way, hee. So, to facilitate this passive, Ekko is going to need some spells to help him apply those stacks, right? Well, Timewinder has you covered in this case. It's Ekko's Q, and it throws out a huge fucking ass boomerang looking thing that flies out, expands, and then comes back, applying stacks to anything it hits, both on the way out and on its return to Ekko. Now, this spell is the most versatile, most annoying, and pain in the ass fucking spell ever, apart from basically every other spell that Ekko has in his kit, actually, come to think of it. Those are also the most annoying spells ever. But there's really rarely ever a situation that throwing out one of these things isn't a good idea. Trying to zone the enemy, use your Q to block them from getting near minions. Use it to chase the enemy by slowing them for shitloads and then dealing 1 billion damage. Use it to farm, use it to run away to slow the enemy, or maybe disengage your entire fucking team, or their entire team, or block people from going through it for fear of taking 1 billion damage. These are just off the top of my head, and right there you've got 5 uses for the spell. Didn't even think about it. Top of my head. This part's not even scripted. I just made that part up. That's how fucking easy this is. If you're ever in doubt, or if you're ever unlucky enough as to be facing against an Ekko for that matter, remember that his cooldowns for this are pretty low, and the mana cost is also hilariously low too, because he will be throwing these out, and he will be throwing them often. Even taking one of these poorly to the face will end really badly for you, making you look like one of those compilations of kids being hit in the face by balls on YouTube. I fucking hate kids. The help further his ability to slow the shit out of you, and to get close enough to you to destroy everything you've ever achieved in your life. His Phase Drive is his E-spell, and it basically operates very similarly to a kind of combination between
Katarina's Shimpo and Vayne's Tumble, so when you activate this, Ekko tumbles forward going over walls or small patches of terrain, and he gets a little bit of an extra attack range. Now when he finds something that he can attack in this range, he immediately blinks to that target, dealing a shitload of damage to you and also applying a stack of his passive. Now this is where the disgusting power of Lichbane comes in, and this, in combination with his Q, is what makes him the biggest fucking thorn in your side when you're trying to deal with them. Now considering that he can tumble fairly often, that this also is a really good ability to be able to dodge those flimsy, pathetic skill shots that you had the fucking balls to even consider throwing out. And as well as that, if you have just been hit by his Time Winder on both the way out and the way back, you're currently sitting 2 stacks deep into an ass pounding. All he has to do is hit you one more time, and you're getting a fucking one-way ticket to Flavortown. Not to mention, the likelihood is that he'll be sitting on a Lichbane, making his AP amplify that phase dive attack even more. This is literally the reason. This single spell is the reason people get one-shot by Ekko. And nobody has ever thought, no seriously, nobody, not even Ekko mains, have ever sat there as they loom over the corpse of the enemy mid or top laner that they've just killed, like the decrepit, disgusting, subhuman mutant that they are, and thought to themselves, yeah, this is rewarding gameplay. You press literally 2 keys and click once, and if you just so happen to do those 3 very easy inputs, you know, inputs that literally any human being on earth that is blessed with the possession of working arms and working fingers could do, then you are rewarded with a kill if you're actually anywhere near farmed in either minions or kills, which, let's be honest, you probably are, since farming with this Q is hilariously easy, since it gives 2 minion stacks and you can just easily take the last hits just with a single auto attack after hitting them with it most of the time. So now we've talked a lot about the spell that he's going to be using to murder you. What about the spells that he has to prevent himself being murdered? It wasn't enough that he's got some of the most aggressive spells in the game, but he's also been blessed too by the unholy deity that is Riot with some spells that will completely stop people in their tracks if they actually try and kill you. And their mere existence as spells alone is enough to deter people trying to kill you for fear of actually you using the damn things. So Parallel Convergence is his W, and his passive is that basic attacks deal 3% of the target's missing health if their health is under 30%. So yeah, even this spell, which is pretty much a fucking defensive spell, let's be honest, has been padded out with giving him the ability to fucking execute people. And I know what you're thinking, Ross, it's only 3% of his missing max health. Well yeah, but it scales with his AP too. So if I have 600 AP, which isn't all that really unlikely late game, I will literally be doing 21% of the enemy's missing health per auto attack if they are unlucky enough to be under 30% of their max health. Which, you know, if I'm trying to kill them as Ekko, it's pretty fucking likely. Now, if I actually want to use this spell defensively, then activating it calls down a force field that if Ekko stands in, not only shields himself for a pretty massive shield that scales with 150% of his AP, but any champions that are in the sphere when he walks into it are stunned, allowing him to bring down the pain onto anyone who would be actually stupid enough to stand in the same spot for 3 seconds when an Ekko is barreling towards them. Finally though, his ultimate, Chrono Break, is the poopy nugget on the shit sandwich that is Ekko's entire kit. Now when you hit level 6, an after image of yourself appears and follows you 4 seconds behind. Now if you choose to use your ultimate, you swap into the position of that after image, dealing a massive amount of damage with 150% AP ratio, healing yourself in the process. Now, as a lot of people think that this is actually a time reversal, where it gives you back all the health that you just lost, it's actually not quite the same thing. You heal a flat amount on using it, along with the 60% flat AP ratio scaling, and on top of that, you get a bit extra for the amount of damage that you've just taken in the last 4 seconds. So yeah, whilst I guess you kind of do get back more health the more you take, but it's not quite the same level of just healing yourself back to full if you get burst now, unless you actually happen to have enough AP to push you to that point, of course. Now this is a spell that will bait you, will allow you to get tower dived, let your backline get popped with no repercussions, and it's not even really on a tremendously high cooldown. With 40% cooldown reduction, which isn't uncommon, at level 11 alone, it can be down to at least around 50 seconds or so, on an ulti that can make or break a fight. Even if you don't land the damage, which is insane damage, being able to make somebody fucking burst their entire spell rotation and making that all useless is completely fucked to the nth degree. Now this spell also has countless usages, both offensively and defensively, so you kind of need to be extremely careful where you fight this little fucker, or he'll bend you over a nearby rock and give you the good stuff, if you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about sex. But even though the 10-band system is pretty much entirely killing certain players' mains, I'm looking at you, yeah, so this guy slips through a lot, so maybe after this video, if you do believe in God, you'll ban this fucker before he slips inside you and ruins your game from the inside out. And I'd like to give a big shout out to all the players out there who have fallen victim to an Ekko bait. You think you're about to kill him, and then he presses R and one-shots you. I'm pouring one out for my brothers right now. I'm pouring one out for you. Rest in peace. So anyway guys, that was another Why I Hate. Thank you very much for watching this video. Yeah. I picked Ekko because you guys keep suggesting it. So, you know, might as well go down in the comments section and suggest another one while we're here. And yeah, we'll see what we can do. I don't really have any idea who the next one's going to be. But yeah, leave your comment down below. And if you're down there, you might as well leave a like on the video as well. Show your support for the series. And go back and watch the rest of the videos from the week, because they're good. They're all good. I made them. So they must be good. Because why would you be subscribed to this channel otherwise? You subscribe for the quality content. So, bye. See you later.